Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. So, if you didn't already see it, you may have. I did stream and I did an entire breakdown of what happened for the live stream today for Black Clover Mobile, right? They streamed on the KR YouTube channel to give information about what's happening, what they're planning to the game, and release plan, what they're doing, what's left for the game, what you haven't seen already, and gave some cool announcements, right? Now, the release date is there. Now, it's not an exact one, but it's what they've been giving you. They've been giving you a release window constantly because they can't, for some reason, put a concrete release date down. I don't get it, but like with games, you see Honkai Star Rail releases in 30 days, and they gave you a release date like 40 days prior, right? With this, you still don't have a release date of concreteness, you just have a window. So they gave us a new window of when it will release. Today I'm going to talk about it. We have, again, basically partial release date information. We have more information on characters, costumes, more features in the game, and things to look forward to. So today, let's talk about it. If you're new to the channel, consider liking and subscribing. It helps out massively. With that, let's talk about the Black Clover Mobile Korea presentation that dropped today. So first things, they start off the presentation saying, yes, Vic Game Studio is the one that's running the game. Be ready for it. That's how they started it off. Very basic and very easy. They then gave us a little bit of a trailer that we've kind of seen before. It's just basic information of, oh, our animation is top tier. We are proud of what we created here, and we hope that you can enjoy the game and all the effort we put into recreating the story in a 3D gacha environment, right? So they say that this is like leaps and bounds better than games around it, and that they put so much effort into make it as detailed as possible and as close to the story as possible without missing too many details or missing out on too much quality, if you will. So that's how they start off the presentation, with more basic showcases of what the story does entail for the game. Again, very basic, but we've seen like majority of this, so we don't need to see it again. So with that, we move on to another trailer that did drop, giving us more of a look at town and a little bit of gameplay and features and stuff like that. But I'll start talking about the other stuff also while this is going on. They also gave us an idea of what we can expect and look forward to seeing in the game. First thing, guild system. Yes, the game will have a guild system. Apparently the guild system is only 30 players. I don't want to get that wrong. So let's say, I think it's 30 players only that can hit a guild, which is normal. But at some point, it was also said that there's only 10 players allowed. Now, I don't know which one is the confirmed answer, but stick with 10, but there's potential for 30. I did see 30 recently, but again, I don't know if that's the exact thing. A 10-player guild is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Usually guilds are like 25 plus. So anything lower, so 25 players, right? So anything lower than that, in my opinion, is just a weird guild. Games that I play are 30 to 50. So around that area is how many players are put in guilds. But I don't know why this is very low. We also get an idea here of some crafting systems, some systems of like salvaging and all that. That is also shown here. So I believe this is the gear that was just shown. We have another character look and dialogue and stuff like that. We have some upgrade stuff also, which is pretty cool. They have a lot of, they basically showed you everything. Everything the game has to offer has been shown here. We also have the cards that are going to be dropped as banners and stuff like that. So remember, you're summoning on a somewhat 7-ish% banner, but the thing is, it cuts that in half. So cut it in half, you get support cards and banner units, actually. Then you cut that in half again, and it's unfeatured and featured units, and you cut that in half, I believe, again, and it's limited, featured, and unfeatured. That's how it works. So it's like a 3% cut in multiple parts and makes up the rate for like pulling a character. Then when you have the other rate of pulling these cards, that's half of it. So it's a very weird metric, but that is how the banners will work. Keep that in mind if you were looking forward to that. Again, there's a bunch of gameplay they also showed for characters, so I'll try and update you that like with all of that later on. But continuing onwards here, we have Charming, we have all of that. It shows a nice little cooking animation. If you play Grand Cross, it's like these cooking items give you burst effects, and that was the animation for that. So I said burst effects. I meant buff effects. Okay, ignore that. Okay, that's different, but that's there. Continuing on with the presentation, they talked about quality. They talked about gameplay mechanics. There's a lot to look forward to. We get another look here. So this is a look of really cool stuff because this is actually dual ultimates. This is what was shown in this that was brand new. We got some ultimates here for the basic characters we've already seen, but they did go and pop off and show, yes, they're working on dual ultimates, which if you play Grand Cross, that is basically two units that can ult together and create a ultimate animation between those two. So for people that have synergy in the game, you think like Asta, you think like, both of them together can make a burst or a duo animation, which is cool. They're always cool, and people for Grand Cross have been begging till this day to see that, and we still haven't. It's been a while, but at the start of the game, they went heavy with them. They had so many collaborations, had them where it was like if you played, if you played during that time, Rimuru and Meliodas have a burst animation, I keep doing that because Nick I play, right? But because they have a ultimate animation, and together they ultimate. So it's pretty cool, but that is something they also talk about here, that they worked on implementing. They said that they really liked it and how it kind of looked. This is also team building, by the way. We also have a look at these characters. So yes, these characters will all be playable, which is super, super cool to see. Soul is also a playable character, but you have the villainous characters over here, which is really, really cool. Veto's getting a character, and listen, one of the hyped ones I saw in the animations is Veto. His like look is there, his animations are there, his attacks are there. Really cool to see. They all are SSR characters, so it is pretty cool that they did that. Again, they have all animations on their own. I think these characters don't have a duo animation or anything like that, but some characters do. So again, depends on who you're running and how it works. And then also costumes. Yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Costumes are coming to the game, and they look freaking sick. So you got like the nice little tracksuits over here, looking absolutely crazy. A bunch of drip over here for all of them. We got these over here looking a little bit there. We got the suits. You can't lie. This is pretty sick, all right? The suits looking super clean. We got Astronaut Luck over here and Nozel. All right. I forgot his name. Damn it. I don't know his name. We have another captain here looking pretty dripped. Look at the right. Damn, look at the one on the right. Not bad. I got Yuno again pulling up. I'm not feeling him. The right one's all right. The left one's, I don't know. He reminds me of that guy from that old movie. I don't even know, bro. Oh my. No, not feeling it. Over here, the pirate one's good. Pirate one's the drippy one. Nah, Chief. The right one's the best. The right one is, and he's a firefighter because he's fire. It's pretty good. All right, that's pretty good. Drip here also. I like the right one. Left one's pretty cool. And then Yami over here. Every single Yami one is drippy. Okay, you can't lie. Every single one Yami got is drippy. Got like the tracksuit there. Also, this is a dual combination. So this is a dual ultimate. Look at it right now. It's Mimosa and Noelle. She throws up like a bubble, and then she throws up, I'm guessing, a healing thing, and that's the point of it. And then also the costumes for them, which is pretty cool. So again, dual ultimates are confirmed. They are real. The ones that we saw in the trailer are Nozel and Fuegoleon, Mimosa and Noelle, and Asta and Yuno. So they all will have dual ultimates. Keep that in mind. It is pretty cool to kind of see that, but that is there. So next up, we also have bosses. I think that's what's shown next here. I put timestamps, but I can't get the timestamps working. It's over here. So 360, 36. Let's see. Let's see. Give it a second here. This is all just animations, stuff like that. This is more gameplay. Again, you see another like terrain there. You saw the snow. They also talk about typings and how typings work and how that's gonna work. They also talk about how the characters work. There's a tank role. There's a healer role. There's a buff role. There's different roles for each character. So again, you have to think about that when you're team building. That's what this was for. And they were giving more locations and background drops of fighting. They show Veto over here getting his ultimate off, looking really, really cool. But they were talking about team building and all that in this entire segment, giving you an idea of all the things that you could like go and create. They also give you a little showcase of bosses, and yes, bosses are going to be a thing you have to take on for extra materials, extra rewards, and they're like the kind of significant thing that they are hyping up as good content. That is kind of difficult at the start, but as you progress and as you reach higher and higher combat power, then you can take on the higher bosses and get higher rewards, right? So this was hyped up heavily to be one of the core aspects of PvP. And if you play Slime, it's similar, right? You have like the Conquest, I think they're called over there. But here, this is what they are. The ultimate looking absolutely majestic, pulling up like that. Absolutely crazy on how it's animated. You also have here, so you have the multiple things. You got special mode 1 over there, special mode 2, and then you have another special mode, and then you have a dungeon. So dungeon is for farming separate things, and then the other special modes, one is a boss and one's like a replayable story thing. That's like an element from there. Again, I played it during the beta. I don't exactly remember what they were for, but it gives you materials, as you can see listed right here. I think level up materials, this gives you something, which again, I'm kind of clueless on right now. And this just gives you other rewards. You basically have 3 times per day, I think, to go and beat them, or maybe 3 times per week. I think it's daily, but that's what it does look like. So they give us a little bit of look of that. They also give like a bunch more characters, right? So this is the Noelle one, and again, you have like a ranking thing, how much damage you do, how far you can actually compete in it. But it is pretty cool, really like hashing the story event, and you can kind of see it here. This is exactly what you play in the story, so they just brought it back as a thing, which is pretty cool. So that is there. You're going as Asta, I guess. So maybe it's like a replayable story thing in a way, because I don't see a full team here. So has the cutscene, has all of that. Here we go. This is it. So these are all the bosses and stuff like that you'll have to go and beat or go up against. There's a bunch of different bosses created, which also looks really cool. So that is plan 2. This is the guild function as mentioned. How many players will be just, displayed over there. You can customize the guild as it is, put up different banners, put up different plants, change the table, change the seats they're sitting on. A really cool little additional thing, if you will. PvP, by the way, there you go. This video is becoming way too long, but there is PvP also that's going to be happening. That is something to look forward to. Thing is, and if you are a Grand Cross player, you play PvP with other people, other human beings, right? And here you can only play against bots. Yes, it is AI PvP only, which is a super big L. Basically, if you play Brawl, that is exactly what this is. It's just Brawl, but you can see everything. So if you hit Brawl when you play and you actually watch the match out, that's what it is. But this time, instead of the auto AI doing it, you do it, but you're only going against people that are AI. There's no real player. You're ranking against AI, which is a huge, insane L. I can't believe they did it that way. They basically copied everything from Grand Cross and Slime, but they didn't put regular PvP in, which is bro, are you kidding me? PvP is the main replayable factor that a lot of people go for, and given it's not there, I'm not a fan of it. So I'll see, or I'll let you know in the future if they do update that, or if it's a future plan for the game. I'm hoping they talk about that, but given the amount of terrible information that these devs have given us, where it's super misinformation everywhere, and again, it's all over the place. You have articles dropping saying, oh, we're releasing here, our plan is this, our plan is this, and then months later you're like, oh no, we didn't mean that, we were delaying, we're changing the date. That article wasn't correct, so it is weird. But on to while we're talking about the dates, right? This is the date, it is confirmed right there, and that translates to we will be launching JP and KR in May. Keep that in mind. The official release will be in May. That is next month, 30 days from now. But we don't know the exact date of May. They just say we want a simultaneous launch for JP and KR in May. Now, if you're a global person, you're looking for global, guess what? You'll have to wait. There is no news here. VidGame Studio also made it abundantly clear that they do not have the right to tell when they want to launch global, okay? That is Garena. Garena is the publisher. They decide when global launches, so we can't give you any information on that. So stay tuned. I'll catch you then. That's basically it. They do not give any information for global. All we know as players and what we've seen from them, they said word for word, the first half of 2023, that's it. That's all you know. So the only thing you can cope with is by June we get it. So May, June, maybe it's just a month delay, 2-week delay, 4-week delay. The thing is that pre-registration is already open for JPKR. That means, and it took 2 months to launch, right? So if it released at the end of May, that's exactly 2 months, which is crazy. But for global, what's going to happen? What's exactly going to happen? We don't know. So let's say they open up pre-registration in 1 month. Now you have to wait at least 30 days. So that means a June release, or they open it up now, 30 days from now, at the end, very end, or rather, that's beginning, so it can't happen now, but just whenever it happens, give it 30 to 60 days before it actually releases, okay? So, as of right now, no announcement beyond the fact that they want a global release, and the fact that it is around the first quarter, or rather, first half of the year, okay? So, with it, that's basically the presentation they gave us, giving us a bunch of information, a bunch of showcases, a bunch of character analysis, and stuff like that. It looks good. The game has improved heavily on the quality, but just the release date and the information has been dwindling. It's been very bad. I think that they could do a lot of a better job in giving information in a more concise way, because what they've been doing is just bits and pieces, and at that bits and pieces is very wrong or outdated, or they changed the plan last second. But remember how many times they said April, how many articles were published saying, yeah, they plan on April. They told us April with writing an article that we plan on April, and they changed it to May. All right, so May for JPKR. Global, we don't know what's going to happen to you. We don't know what's going to happen. So just continue waiting if you're a global player. If you want to test it out on JPKR when it drops, see how the game is, go for it. Have fun. Try it out. It is, again, scheduled for May. With the release of something like Honkai at the end of this month, I think that they're planning mid-May or end of May. So that's currently where my guess is. Because if you launch it at the beginning of May, when Honkai is about to drop heat, I don't know, Chief, because the hype is going to be all the way over there, right? After 2 weeks of Honkai, people will be like, oh, let me try Black Clover Mobile. That'll be a good idea or a good window to release. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks after Honkai is the sweet area. A week after, people are still fresh with the game, they'll try it out, and then like wait on Black Clover. So I see it being mid-May or end of May. That's my idea, but that's all we got. So that's the stream broken down. That's everything we kind of got in here. Hopefully it was a quick video. This became way too long, but there was a lot of information, a lot of news, a lot of breakdowns. Just again, we got a release date, though we don't like it, and though it is very weird because it's not a release date, it's a release window. Stop saying like, oh, we're gonna hype a release date and then give us a release window, but your date is in May, so release date in May. With that, I'll end the video. Thank you for watching. Catch the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. And if you watch this part of the video, comment down Yami is GOAT. Comment that down below. I'm curious.